Hello, this is David DeMarco, and I worked on the Death Run project as UI and menu creator. I also did some of the level design.
Hi, my name is Robert Campbell. I'm the game director, producer, and I also worked on the AI programming and gameplay design. So we're launching into the menu right now.
So this was all done on Unreal Technology (UDK), and as you can see, the name of this is Death Run. The menu was actually done completely through Flash and brought into UDK and created with a level design.
And this was also a level you created right here.
Yes, this level right here is the first level of Death Run, and you have three choices: easy, intermediate, and very difficult.
And that was your voice in the game right there.
Yes, it was.
It's enjoyable to read sometimes. And that's me absolutely getting slaughtered by my own AI.
Now, unlike the AI that you normally get in UDK, this is actually very responsive. It's not the default AI, but actually AI that he had to create.
Yeah, it was. I created this with a variety of not only path nodes, but some internal scripting within the engine. I actually had to go into the engine, create some scripting that only the AI can respond to. Some creation where we could paint around the player instead of actually hitting the player every single time. Early in development, the AI was more difficult than it should have been, so as we came to the conclusion of development and some focus testing, we toned the AI down just a bit.
So he's running at the end here, which is the point that you're seeing that glows in the dark there. Those are the exit points, and each level will have one at the end to kind of show where you need to go.
This level was actually created by our lead level designer, Alex Scott. He actually created, I want to say, 2 of the levels from scratch, and then he completed a 3rd level, so he really kind of went all out for this game.
Yeah, he definitely put in a lot of work for this.
I remember early in development when we were creating this particular level, I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out actually. I was very, very nervous about it, but as we got closer and closer to the end, that's me dying again. As we got closer and closer to the end of development, I really saw a lot of potential with this level, and actually, in a lot of our focus tests, it's one of people's favorite levels. You're gonna see me die a few more times in this level. It's a tricky level.
Most interesting level, though. I think it has, out of all the levels that we did, it has the most traps, and every trap here is uniquely designed, so it kind of makes the player kind of guess and try to anticipate what's going on.
Yes. This level, we purposefully tried to make a lot of the traps like you can see coming, but we made the traps a lot more time sensitive than a lot of the other traps in the game. And this is me trying to slaughter the AI, which I'm very proud of in that moment.
Now it seems that the AI that you created for these other ones isn't as difficult as the first level. Is that just because of the singularity of the AI, or why would that be?
For this level in particular, Alex wanted in each section after these double doors for the AI to be a little bit easier to get through his level. He really wanted people to feel like, you know, the traps were more difficult than the AI itself. But I believe in the first level when we created the AI, we wanted that area to be considered the hard area. So we made sure that the AI was a little bit more responsive and creative with, you know, what they did. And you'll see in later levels that the AI is a lot smarter than they usually try to give off. You'll see AI, I believe in the last level, they'll jump over the traps that, you know, you would have otherwise fallen for, but they'll jump over it themselves.
Now this is a very pretty level. It seems like it's a outdoors kind of labyrinth style.
Yeah, this was created by another level designer in our group, Ulysses Doomlau, and he's really known for creating big, expansive maze-like levels. So when we started the project, I asked him to create something like that. And this is me because I know there's a trap here. I was really nervous about getting destroyed because every single time it hits me. But in this particular playthrough, I got through it just fine. I was actually really proud of that moment. And then I die again. But this is one of the bigger levels. I would say that there's many ways to actually get to the end of this level. I want to say this is the way to die the most, but it's also the shortest distance itself. So
it seems like he has some really unique traps going through here between, you just saw the boulder coming from the sky, and the swords that of course speared you. Now look at this, you've got columns just coming down to crush you.
Yeah, our sound designer Chris and Ulysses actually worked on that on this particular trap for almost 2 days, I want to say, because they wanted to get the sound perfectly when it hit the ground, and they also the animation for that took a little while. So
this is the level that Alex had actually designed after his initial level.
yeah, this was about a week before the end of development, and I was like, we should create another level just to have fun. And within 48 hours, me and Alex helped. I helped Alex with some of the traps, but this is a level that was literally put together in 48 hours, and I gotta say, I think Alex did a fantastic job within 48 hours to throw this together.
Now, an interesting side story, but while actually building this game, before this level was coming up, we actually had an issue with the first level, the level I designed, where it crashed, and we lost everything with the level. I actually had to recreate the entire level from the ground up, and that was just a few days before we were supposed to have the final done.
It was something. It was a really big learning experience for the entire team, and I'm really proud of everybody when they got this. When we completed this game, it was a really big learning experience for everybody, and it was. And as we got closer to the end of development, I think we all became a lot better coders, designers, and we really learned how to use this engine to its full potential. When me and Alex created this particular arena, we wanted to make sure that it felt like an arena between you and another particular AI. So this AI actually has a little bit more health than the rest of the AI, so that's why you saw me again just get destroyed. And this is the moment where I decided I was not going to go after that guy again. So there's actually, in this particular level, there's 2 ways to get to the end. And that's just me dying again. That was a particularly nifty trap that Alex created. It requires you to actually get on that really quick and then jump over. You can't just simply walk over to the next platform. You have to jump onto it. And I have to say, in this game, I think we kind of really nailed down platforming to the point where it didn't feel like it was your fault in particular. It felt like, it didn't feel like it was the level's fault. It felt like it was your fault for not, holding down Y long enough or any of that other stuff. And here's our last level, initially created by Chris Williamson and then completed by Alex, the lead level designer again.
So, as far as what was done by Chris and what was done by Alex.
Okay, so I'm sure you guys are hearing in the background, but all the audio in the game, with the exception of the weapons audio, the background music, the background sounds, that's all done by Chris. He was our audio designer, and he worked on every single level to make sure that every level felt epic. And this is a trap I really don't like. So there's a reason why I keep going back and forth, because You'll see in a second. And here it comes. It's a very quick trap, and it makes me nervous every time I walk down that hall, because if you don't go fast enough, it will get you.
So it looks like this particular level kind of gives you some different danger moments where you're worried about the traps, so you don't really notice it when you go to fight the AI, and then you end up getting killed by the traps while trying to fight the AI.
Yeah, and I really liked that fact about this level, and I got hit by the trap again. We tried to create certain areas where it was just the AI and just the traps, but for this particular level, since it was the last level, we wanted to make the traps and AI come together to make it feel like it was the final showdown. And these particular spike walls, we made them to be kind of random, so that way you couldn't really predict how these walls would react. So a lot of people get trapped right here. Also, another thing, remember very early in development, we did not have a checkpoint system. We had 0 checkpoints.
No, yeah.
And we found out through a lot of our focus tests that a lot of people just kept telling us, checkpoints, checkpoints, checkpoints. And I gotta say, those focus tests really helped the design of the game.
Yeah, it seemed to really frustrate them that when they died, they'd go back to the beginning. They just, in early game development, that was normal, but it seems like since current game generations, people really rely on those checkpoints.
Yeah. So there was a lot of things that we took granted for. Like one of the things that we weren't able to show in this video were the tutorial videos. I get hit by that wall every single time. But what we take for granted, that in current games like tutorials and checkpoints, it was a real different experience to be actually creating this and being like, oh, we do need tutorial levels to teach people. So we had, a lot of people laughed at it because a lot of our focus testers knew how to work a PC, but we had a tutorial map for, working WASD and, how to turn your mouse and, how to jump. And we found that when people played the tutorial levels that they found more enjoyment to find, okay, this is the objective of every level, and this is how, I should be playing the game.
Well, I know one of our critiques was the fact of the double jump. We actually put in the tutorial, and a lot of people like to skip that tutorial and think that they can just kind of figure out the game on their own, but that's not always the case.
Yeah, we saw that a lot, and then we saw people actually go back to the tutorials and find out, okay, well, this was how I was supposed to do something.
So what you're seeing here is actually the end credits of the game. I actually put it into kind of like a movie theater style where no matter what wall you look at, the credits will be rolling across the walls.
And everybody on the team really, really enjoyed this, and they thought it was really, really cool. At least I thought it was really, really cool. And we couldn't have done it without our teacher, Cortez, so. Alright, thanks, DeMarco.
Thank you.